nowadays, now that Warrior and Hunter kind of fell off the bandwagon. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be Paladin 4-2-1. So let's go ahead and Paladin up, which is exactly actually what I voted for, because Paladin has the fewest plays in my logbook. Okay, rather than taking the captains, let's take the big game Hunter. That's more likely to be useful. Sanjin is terrific. I don't like Noble Sacrifice. I think it's the only playable secret, but it doesn't make it good. I like playing with pandas when I'm Paladin, because they have the Argent Protector. I'm going to go big or go home here. We'll take a Dread Corsair, hopefully to combo that with True Silver Champions. Wild Pyromancer is awful, so we'll take a Crazed Alchemist. And I'll take a Wolf. Oh, this is tough. Consecration or Ogre? Well, I think the Consecration is more important. Oh, no. Now I wish I had taken the Ogre. Well, I'll take a second one. That's a really good card. Peacekeeper is very important for Paladins. You almost can't pass those. Don't want another Gnomish... Or, sorry, don't want a Gnomish Inventor. I think I'd rather have this nice 5-drop. Peacekeeper, like I said, you really can't pass on those. Argent Squire. It's good to have a 1-drop, especially because I have all these buffs. This is a depressing pack. We'll take the Lord. Avenging Wrath. Okay, I could consider Blood Knight to combo with my Squire, but Avenging Wrath is a little bit too good not to take. Good 4-drops, ahoy. I like this guy quite a bit. We'll take him over the Taunter. So I said I liked playing with pandas, but 4-drops are in abundant supply here. We'll take a Shattered Sun Cleric. Get some more buffs. Argent Protector, very important card for Paladins. Gotta take those. This is just like both of the shitty 5-mana Paladin spells that not only are shitty, but they're like worse than their common counterparts. Like this is worse than Blessing of Might, and Blessing of Kings for that matter, and this is worse than Holy Wrath. But this is unplayable. So which one is less worse? Probably the Blessed Champion. At least you know what you're getting with that one. Humility I don't think you need to take, especially with 2 Outdoor Peacekeepers. This is a lot of power, but I'm lacking Taunt, so I'm going to take a Fen Creeper here to hold things up a little bit. I think Hammer of Wrath is much better than Blessing of Kings, so I will take it. And I will take a Stormwind Champion for some endgame. That seems fine. Okay, I'll take a Blessing of Might over these expensive cards. It's good with Argent Squire. I'm not going to take a second one, though. We'll take a second Hammer of Wrath. Still no True Silver Champion. Sure, I'll take a second one. Boulder Festover. Oh, thank God. Got one. That makes my Dread Corsair somewhat good. Do I take a third Hammer of Wrath? I'm going to take another Panda here. This is crazy. This is crazy, but I've got 2 Peacekeepers and an Argent Protector. I mean, that makes Panda extremely good, I think, over the Hammer of Wrath here. Another Holy Wrath. Fuck you, game. We'll take a Twilight Drake. All right, that deck's all right. It's got good cards and good synergy. One of all the important things, the Hammer of Wrath, True Silver Champion, Consecration. Actually, multiple Hammers of Wrath and Consecrations. Boba says, I was forced to take a Blessed Champion in my last draft too. It was useless 100% of the time. When I played with it before, there were a couple of times where it was definitely like a killing card. But, yeah, it's still bad. Thopago makes a great point. He says, I would have taken the Holy Wrath because to test the RNG, but also you get to draw a card. That's true. At least it draws a card, so it's like a 5-mana cycle, which Blessed Champion isn't. Anyway, we're up against a Warlock, so it's good. That means the hero ability does not automatically kill my recruits. I'll keep the Panda around, although I hope I don't have to play it on turn 2, because I really would rather save it for later. Looks like I'm playing a Panda on turn 2. I could play a Recruit on turn 2. It's risky, though. It's risky. If he plays anything on turn 1, I'm definitely playing the Panda to kill it. Blood Imp. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Do I make a Recruit here? It's risky, because I might regret not having the extra power depending on his next play. I'm not going to dick around. We're going to keep it simple, keep it safe. I'm going to go ahead and just put the Panda on the board so that if he makes some kind of a coin play, I can trade it off, maybe needing the rate later to do so. Blessed Champion is just horrifically bad. Just biding my time till I can play the Ogre, and the Consecration should help out with that significantly.
So many
He is going to coin a 3-mana play. Is it a Shadow Bolt or is it a minion? It is a Shadow... Oh, it's a Corruption! Well, okay. So he life tapped and coined to Corruption. So basically, I think the coin was for the life tap. Well, I will play a Raid Leader. And swing. Again, I think it's worth it to have this real minion on the board. I'm pretty happy to see my opponent more or less wasted that coin just to life tap. I think a coin is more valuable than a card early in the game because you have plenty of cards already. Variety isn't that important. This is likely dead for a while. This is likely dead for a while. Spent his whole turn killing my minion, which is fine. This is a bit unfortunate that I have to recruit and pass the turn. It's really unfortunate. I had a lot of 4-drops, just didn't draw them. So I gave my opponent a completely free turn right here. Dalaran Mage is really not the scariest thing, though. Neither is Voidwalker. Okay, well, that's fine. So, unfortunately, Consecration is ludicrously ineffective, but at least I get a 4-drop a turn later. Motherfucker. Anyway, we're going to play the Tiger. The primary target is the Dalaran Mage, for sure. I could also Blessed Champion to swing for 10, but I'm not going to do that because I'm good at this game. Alright. Next turn, probably Ogre. Unless he does something really crazy and I need to Consecrate, although I don't see what would make me want to Consecrate. Dalaran Mage finishes that off. Oh, I can't kill the Dalaran Mage. What am I talking about? This thing is in the way. Right. Maybe I will Consecrate. Let's see. Oh, this Voidwalker is so annoying. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'm going to kill this. Sen'jin. I don't normally like putting on Divine Shield on my turn, but I think here it's worth the risk. Otherwise, I'm going to start to fall behind. So hopefully he doesn't have a Silence or a Siphon Soul. That's what we're hoping for here. Consecration, by the way, at some point might be nice to kill this off in the Blood Imp as well, but I had more important things to do. Sense Demons is great. No Siphon Soul. Only an Ironbeak Owl could silence this now. Ironbeak Owl is a beast. Oh, he's going to damage the Dalaran Mage heavily. And Shadow Bolt with spell damage actually scoring the kill. That lets him also now kill my Tiger. Crap. Crappity crap, crap, crap. And this skin gets up to the point where it doesn't get killed by the Protector. Ugh. Alright, well anyway, this is fine. So the Ogre now, I'll drop that. And I'm just going to hit him in the face, I think. Man, that Voidwalker was good. Saved his Dalaran Mage. Okay, he's gonna Siphon Soul my Ogre, which is sad. And oh, don't have another play. Don't you even dare. Be a good man and pass the turn. Thank you. All right. Now I'm going to Consecrate. So I get a 2-for-1 here. I wasn't doing anything better. Nothing else was playable. I get to kill off the Dalaran Mage finally. I get to play the Argent Squire and a Recruit. We're doing all right. So he's got 5 cards, soon to be 6. I've got 6, soon to be 7. And this is actually just awful. So that's great. Mad Bomber. Oh, jeez. Well, it could have been worse. I wish it had just left one of mine alive so I could have killed it afterwards, but could have been worse. This does not kill the Lord of the Arena. Unless I Blessed Champion. Oh man, I wish I could put this on an enemy minion, but I can't. So I could Blessed Champion this thing, and then kill it with the Big Game Hunter. Is that a good move? I don't think that's actually a good move. I think a better move is just to Peacekeep this thing. Unfortunately, Blessed Champion is so bad. This could have been a 3/3 for 3. That might have almost been better. I'm just gonna play a Shadowstone Cleric. I don't know what else to do. I wish that thing didn't have taunt so I could kill the Mad Bomber. So this is a masterclass on why taunt is good and why it's not underrated as some people claim. Excuse me, overrated as some people claim. Okay. It's got Bane of Doom. Oh man, well here's some RNG craziness. Alright, could have been worse. Could have been worse for sure. Yeah, I think the Holy Wrath would have been better here. I'd draw a card, probably kill something. 5 mana is way too expensive, but would have been better than this sitting in my hand uselessly. Felguard, more taunt. Man, this guy really loves his taunt. So the correct move now is the Mad Bomber to kill the Outer Peacekeeper. Never mind, he's got Soulfire. Oh, geez, this is getting ugly. So now he can use the Mad Bomber to kill the Recruit. No, he can use the Lord to kill the Recruit, Mad Bomber to kill the Argent Squire. And I've got a completely empty board. This would have actually been very good as Holy Wrath. Not very good, what am I talking about? It would have been better than terrible. Well, Stormwind Champion. Thank God I drafted that card. This is actually a little bit difficult for him to kill. He has to 2-for-1 himself, unless he can top deck a good answer. I'm very reliant on him playing like a War Golem or something, so that this guy has a target. Otherwise, he's just going to life tap his way to victory. The card advantage he's getting from the life taps is greater than the advantage I'm getting from the recruits. Oh, that's not good. Nothing to hit with Big Game Hunter. Well, a Consecration could still save me. Void Terror. I actually don't know about that. I would have rather used those two guys to kill my Stormwind Champion. And if you have to munch on something, munch on this. I think that was a little bit of a foolhardy move. And I'm not just saying that because of the Big Game Hunter. I mean, if you are going to eat minions, eat these, kill the Stormwind Champion. And Stormwind Champion's a dangerous creature to let your boy. Do I spend the Avenging Wrath here? Let's think about that. Or do I Blessed Champion swing for 12? I'm gonna Avenging Wrath. I think that's fine. It is likely to clear out his board. Yep. And then I swing for 6. Wow, my opponent punted that game. He could have relatively easily won just by 2-for-1ing into the Stormwind Champion and then playing the Void Terror to munch like the Dragonling. Or even if he had munched, well, if he munched the Dragonling and the mechanic, it still would have died to Big Game Hunter. But if he hadn't gone crazy, you know, eating creatures that I don't even think, did he even attack with those creatures? I don't even know if he attacked with those creatures. Like, he might have been fine. Oh my god, does he have a Soulfire or a Shadow Bolt to finish this off? Is that what he's gonna do? Is that what he's gonna do? He doesn't. Alright, so we see here what we often see, which is Blessed Champion, you know, getting the kill. But the only reason it gets the kill is because it's a terrible card that is dead in your hand, and like a Blessing of Might would have been just as good there. Boba notes you could use Blessed Champion on the opponent's creature so that you can Big Game Hunter it. Yes, that is a thing that I thought about doing there. It didn't seem worth it for all the mana in that case, but yes, that is something that we may have to do sometimes with that terrible card. Is Blessing of Might a friendly minion only, or is it any minion? Because that would be an interesting thing to play with. Blessing of Might and Big Game Hunter to try to kill things off, and then you could use Humility and Stampeding Kodo to try to kill things that way. And that'd be kind of cool. Maybe that's another idea for a Paladin deck. Alright, we start off with a win, which is nice. I don't know how good this deck is. Oh, I should make a prediction. Let's see. I would say, for this deck, 5-7. 5-7 is my prediction. Actually, I was correct in my Priest prediction, too. I did not underdog myself too much. What am I doing? I predicted 6-8 for the Priest, and it was 8 on the nose. So I'm 1 for 4 here in the predictions. Boba confirms for me that actually Blessing of Might is any minion. Yes, so then that's like a 4-mana combo with 2 cards that you can kill anything that has a power of 4 or more, which is kind of awfully specific, but whatever, it's cool. Mana Worm better than Argent Squire. Gotta be confessed. Boba was mostly kidding about that, he says with a tongue face. Yeah, I know. But still, you know, that's the thing about this game. Sometimes you gotta take things seriously. Alright, so, Mana Worm is very, very good here against these minions. Luckily, the Recruit divides her Fire Blast attention, but if she has an Arcane Explosion, that would be the end of my life. And Peacekeeper's not that great at the moment either, unfortunately. I might actually play it just to waste it. Or, sorry, just to get a creature on the board. Yeah, play it just to waste it, man. Don't use things, waste things. Coin, oh, well, maybe she will actually play a minion that I can Peacekeep. And she does. Wonderful. Okay, so here I think it's a, okay. I think what you do here is you Elder Peacekeep the Organ, and then you have to throw away your 1/1s into that Mana Worm. Not only because, you know, the Mana Worm is dangerous, but because you don't want the Organ to turn on Wind Fury. Like, it becomes a 2/2 with Wind Fury after running into a Recruit, which you don't really want it to do. Then it can, like, kill the Peacekeeper with Fire Blast help, all this stuff. Alright, so here, I think I'm okay as long as this turn's not too great. Frostbolt, meh, whatever. Not a problem. You can just play a Chillwind Yeti that can be silenced. No! Why did you play more things? I hate this game sometimes. people, you know, I've noticed this is actually like my like big peeve is when someone makes a really good play, but instead of passing the turn, they actually play something else with 1 mana. It's like, ah, come on. Give me a break. All right, does she have a silence? If she does, then the Argent Squire will be gold, money, cash, dollars. She could kill it off. This is annoying until I draw my True Silver Champion, which obviously I may or may not do. But the Tiger's a good card. I might be able to play that next turn if my opponent doesn't put on too much pressure. I might have to, though, play the Protector and make a recruit. Oh, Argent Squire, such a good minion. Unlike Light Warden, it's actually really good all the time. Even later in the games, for like a free damage floating around. My opponent's going to Enrage the Worgen, or thinking about it. I don't think that's actually a good play. I don't know what that achieves, and she thinks better of it. Does she seriously have a Frostbolt? Mother. Okay, so the first Frostbolt killing my Peacekeeper, I didn't care. But the second one, that was actually kind of annoying. So now I might be in a little bit of trouble. Luckily, the Tiger's pretty good. So I'm threatening for like the 3rd time to kill this Worgen, and this should be good. Unless she plays a freaking Frost Nova. I'll get to kill this thing finally.
We must cleanse
Oh my god. Worgen is clinging on for dear life here. Is she gonna enrage it? She's gonna enrage it. Wow. Alright. You do that. You do that. I still don't think that's a good move. I think that's way too dangerous. Let's see here. Okay, we'll do it. I'm going to do this, and I'm gonna consecrate just to be safe. So, kill off everything. I'm actually doing fine for cards. She has 4 cards to my 5, so I'm fine for cards. My life is alright, it's above 20. Seems good. I even have a Justice in this deck, so should things get really hairy, I at least have an out for healing myself back up. Chaz notes you didn't get equality in the draft, and that is kind of annoying because equality is like the one Paladin rare that's actually good. Okay, so Stormwind Champion, not the greatest here. It doesn't let me kill the Abomination without losing my Tiger. So what I'm going to do instead is Hammer of Wrath and throw away the Protector. Because he would have died anyway. So we'll do that. Order matters a lot here. First, you trigger the Abomination, then you make your Recruit. It's a little bit sad that I couldn't actually play a real card at 3 mana, but I'm still doing fine for cards. I've got more removal, and Stormwind Champion could still again be good. That Abomination, she doesn't know it, but it was an incredibly good play for her because it stopped me from playing Stormwind Champion. Is she gonna Flame Strike? That seems... Actually, no, she wouldn't Flame Strike. That seems completely silly. Lord of the Arena, that's the 2nd one today. Elven Archer! Who seriously plays Elven Archer? God damn it, people. True Silver Champion. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Oh my gosh, wait. Can I actually afford to hit this Lord and take 4 damage? Man. I don't think I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it, though. I'm going to play this for free. I'm going to cash out the Tiger. I'm going to kill this Elven Archer, gaining a life. And I'm going to play it as a Guardian. I think that was the safest play. I mean, I'm still ahead on cards and on the board. So, like, what could possibly go wrong? And still threatening to play a Stormwind Champion with a weapon in hand. Seems good. Life's good. I think I'm pretty happy with how this is going. I'd say that I have the advantage at this time. What you got for me? She seems unhappy with her choices. First one card, then another. Frost Elemental, don't care. This is one time when Frost Elemental is not impressive. She's going to ping up the Divine Shield. Don't really care, though, because all I really wanted was to be able to play Stormwind Champion. Do I dare hit this thing? I don't think so. I think what I'm just going to do is hit her in the... Well, whatever. If you're not going to play this card like this, why are you even playing? Let's hit her for 7 damage. I'm not going to commit to using the True Silver Champion there just yet. Pass the turn. So I am threatening to kill this. This is 17 damage right here. 20 damage, actually, is what I'm threatening. She needs a Flame Strike, Esperanto. With Flame Strike, I can deal 7 damage. That's not enough to kill. Does she have... Oh, she actually does have Flame Strike. Shit. So now she has to throw away the Frost Elemental to kill the Stormwind Champion, at least. Crap. She didn't attack the Well, whatever. I'm not even gonna be surprised by people not killing minions anymore, but clearly I need to make a strategy video of why you need to kill your opponent's minions. It's just what you need to do. She could have won that game, potentially, if she had killed the Stormwind Champion there. It would have been a top deck war. Alright, well, that's cool. So we're up to 2-0. This deck seems alright. What did I predict? I predicted 5-7, I think. Yeah, 5-7. Haven't gotten to use the pandas in any sexy fashion yet, which is unfortunate, because that's something I always hope for. I love the pandas. They're like one of my favorite cards. It's so cool when you... And it's always so surprising when you get to, like, you know, panda, reuse the ability. Panda, heal your minion. I want a panda Elder Peacekeeper. That's always the best. Because your opponent's like, well, hopefully another Elder Peacekeeper, and you're like, bitch, I don't even need another one. Hunter. Well, ordinarily, it's kind of a mixed bag. Hunter versus Paladin. On the one hand, Paladin doesn't have built-in healing against the steady shot, and the recruits coming into play means Unleash the Hound is better. On the other hand, in my deck, I do have the Justice, who can heal me up, and I have some taunts, like the Fen Creeper and the... Oh, jeez. The Fen Creeper and the Lord of the Arena, I think. This is a case where I think it's actually correct to make a recruit with the coin, because Leper Gnome signifies he might have a very aggressive deck, so I want to try to nip that in the bud, get as many recruits out as I can so I can kill off his minions. Alright, well, I got the 4-mana Paladin cards that are not True Silver Champions, so this guy looks pretty stupid here. And spending the coin was not without cost. It means that Elder Peacekeeper has to wait another turn. Luckily, he's passing on turn 2 with Steady Shot, which is great. So the Leper Gnome did 4 damage to me, and I did draw True Silver Champion, which is awesome. But what's cool now is I have a recruit on the field. I can play a Peacekeeper and reduce the damage of whatever minion he plays this turn, if he plays any. And then next turn I've got the awesome True Silver Dread Corsair play. So I might actually hang on. It's just a matter of him damaging me a lot. Yikes. Okay, so that sucks. Do I get a real 3-mana creature? No, but I get an Urgent Squire. I think that's actually worth it. If it was just a recruit, that was my alternative, I would have played Elder Peacekeeper. But since I could actually do this, that's fine. Let's see, he can do Buzzard Hounds here. I'm just so fatigued. I'm not even gonna play around that crap. If he has it, he has it. I need to get stuff out here. Acolyte of Pain is totally fine. It's a good target for True Silver Champion. Really happy to see that. Okay, perfect. So True Silver Champion, Dread Corsair, mitigates the damage potential of Unleash the Hounds because they at least have to run into this Taunter first. And we're gonna start swinging. This is actually 6 damage a turn, which is really nothing to sneeze at. He needs to be a little bit careful. Because Hunters are very, very strong right now, but he needs to, like, kick it up. He's just steady shotted a whole bunch of times so far this game and actually hasn't done anything. If he lets too much more time go by, he is going to get blown out. So what does he have? Does he have a Buzzard for Hounds? He seems not to like his choices, actually. Or maybe he's wondering whether Hounds is worth it, given that it draws 4 cards, but it has to run into this Taunter. No, he decides not to Buzzard Hounds. He's just going to do the Gurabashi. Well, that's fine. So I've got a couple of options here, and okay, never mind. That's definitely it. We're going to Crazed Alchemist to swippity-swappity swoop. And now I could actually use the Argent Protector, but I honestly don't even need to. I can just throw a Recruit away and pop Divine Shield. Yeah. Let's just do this first, then pop the Divine Shield. Then we're going to swing 4 damage. I'm not going to commit to using the True Silver Champion just yet. And I will just go ahead and put a Divine Shield on that. I'm going to take a gamble that if he had the Hounds and the Buzzards, he would have played them last turn. So once he top decks the combo, I should be safe this turn. And he will get 5 Hounds and 5 cards, but this will eat up 4 of the Hounds. Nope, no Buzzard Hounds, just a good old Senjin Shield Master. And a Steady Shot? Hopefully. That'd be nice. At this point, I'm rooting for steady shots because my life total is high enough now that it's not a big deal. I could Avenging Wrath. Okay, we have a couple of things we could do here. I could throw the Argent Squire away and hit the Senjin to kill it off. Then I've got 4, 6, 8 damage. I can actually Avenging Wrath for 16. I'm going to do it. There was a game a while back where I didn't take the opportunity to Avenging Wrath as basically a mini Pyroblast when I had the chance, and I really regretted it. I ended up winning the game still, but it was a much longer, more difficult process of winning than it would have been had I just simply used it when I had the chance. So we're threatening the kill. Hammer of Wrath Consecration is actually 5 damage, so really only one thing needs to connect. I can't think of any way he could kill me here. He could just wipe my minions out, but again, only one minion needs to live in order for me to kill him next turn, as long as he doesn't play taunts. He doesn't even have the hounds, he actually just has an animal companion. Maybe he's hoping to find the hounds. He's got an arcane shot, that's not going to do it, so he just loses now. I can't think what he'd do with 1 mana here. Arcane shot, okay, well, I see. So it makes sense for him to keep playing. As far as he can see, I've only got 4 damage here. But, with Consecration and Hammer of Wrath, we're going to get the kill. That was really good. That was one of the, like, biggest bashings I've delivered to a hunter in a while. He was poised at any moment to play Unleash the Hounds and do great things, but he just never had Unleash the Hounds, apparently, and so I won. So, yay. So that makes up for it, I guess. We had the priest earlier who drew his Inner Fire for his Lightwell, and then this hunter did not draw his Unleash the Hounds for his Buzzard, and so that was great. Actually, that Dread Corsair kept the Divine Shield on the whole game. It didn't even ever do anything. That's amusing. Cool. So 3-0. Very strong here. Start. Maybe the deck is better than I thought it was. Maybe I should have guessed like 7-9 or something, but I'll stick with 5-7. Alright, we are up against a mage. I was actually thinking, what is the time to play a mage? And it is. Paladin's not that great against mages, I don't think. Because Paladins really want to keep minions on the board, and what are mages really good at doing? Taking your minions off the board. Okay. Alright, we'll keep a weird hand. I'm gonna do this. Weird hand, I know. But what I'm hoping for is to actually not to play Shattered Sun Cleric on turn 3, and instead coin out a 4-drop on turn 3. Like the Twilight Drake, particularly. Hello. So we'll see if my opponent has a fast start. Hopefully she passes on turn 1. She actually did pass on turn 1, so hopefully she Fire Blasts on turn 2. I think then I have a pretty good chance. Alright, this is good. This is working out. So she did nothing for the first 2 turns, which is very critical. And I actually got a 2-drop to add icing to the cake. Now I'm very flexible. I can Shattered Sun Cleric if need be to kill something with this wolf, or if she doesn't do anything particularly nice, I can just Twilight Drake. And in fact, I will do that. I'm not gonna risk it. I could actually coin out the True Silver Champion, but honestly, why bother? Let's just trade the wolf in for the Worgen and leave myself with a creature on the board. Don't want to use my removal if I don't have to. Hoping to top deck the Dread Corsair. I've been kind of lucky, actually. I've seen Dread Corsair and the... Wow! I've seen the Dread Corsair and the True Silver Champion together a couple of times, and there's only one of each in the deck, so it's not actually that likely to happen. I'm going to do what my opponents often do against me. I'm going to coin Argent Squire out here to add some icing to this cake. I could have, of course, coined out the Twilight Drake and left her Twilight Drake alive. There is the issue that the Twilight Drake now is only a 4-4. That might have been an argument for not playing Argent Squire, but I think it's worth it. A 4-4 is still alright, and getting this on the board can make a difference when I've got a weapon in hand. With this, I can deal 5 damage extremely comfortably. What I don't want to see is like a Silverhand Knight, probably. That would be the worst. Moon Hoarder don't care. It'll die to the Squire. Oh, he's going to buff it. Well, now I'm just going to play Consecration, I think. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Doop. It's not really a 2-for-1 because Loot Hoarder replaced itself, but it is very good for board presence. Way too early to hit her with the True Silver Champion. We'll keep that on hand. And, okay, these 2 4-drops that I kept in my opening hand, clearly a mistake, because next turn, unless things go south for the winner, I'm going to be playing Boulder Fist Ogre. Yeah. Boulder Fist Ogre is the move here. You just use the Argent Squire and the True Silver Champion, and then you drop the Ogre. And things are great. Oh, okay, hang on. So now I can actually play the Alchemist to swap this, and the True Silver Champion kills it by itself. Lets me keep the Squire. Problem is, what I'm doing otherwise with my turn is playing the Drake, and then everything dies to Flame Strike. So yeah, we'll just keep it simple. Let's find a use for the Crazed Alchemist later. I only take 1 damage this way as well. She's down to about 20 health. Got this Ogre to deal with. So she's got to spend more than half of her mana to Fireball and Polymorph it, and that's best case scenario. So that's fine. I could always draw Blessed Champion if she leaves this alive, and then swing for 12. Does she have the removal? She has a Blizzard. Well, that's not exactly what she needs. I mean, it is nice that she freezes this for a turn, but it doesn't exactly kill it. Peacekeeper is irrelevant. I could actually Crazed Alchemist to make this a 5/6. I'm gonna do that, actually. Make a tech play with this Crazed Alchemist so that this survives against Flame Strike more easily. She'd have to throw the Sorcerer's Apprentice away rather than being able to just ping it off the following turn. Okay, no Flame Strike, that's good. A second Blizzard would actually be pretty great for her here. She has Arcane Intellect, so I might actually be in trouble because if she does get to use Mass Removal, her card situation, notice, is actually pretty good compared to mine. And that Sorcerer's Apprentice actually let her cheat a card into play, unfortunately. She's going to trade for the Alchemist, leaving this at full health. And I'm actually behind on cards. Well, alright, let's play the Senjin, and I'm going to make a Recruit here. One thing I might be able to do later is Panda the Drake and replay it. That's actually very improbable. Never mind. Okay, Flame Strike clears my board, and then she'll have 5 cards to my 3. Ah, yeah, she's gonna win if she plays Flame Strike. This is from the left side of her hand, probably a Flame Strike. Been sitting there for a long time. No, it's a Silverhand Knight. I was incorrect, and I apologize. So she's playing strong cards, but no Flame Strike. Well, that is interesting. That is interesting indeed. So what we do here is the following. First, we just swing with everything. Yeah, I think we need to go for the face as much as we can. I'm gonna Peacekeep that thing. I'm gonna play a Panda. And I will now Peacekeep this thing. And I just hope she doesn't have a Flame Strike. I mean, that's pretty much it. If she doesn't get Flame Strike, I actually have enough minion damage to kill her. That's my hope. No Blizzard, no Flame Strike, no Taunt. Heal I wouldn't really mind. She would have, I'm sure she would have Flame Strike last turn if she had it. She has a Pyroblast for the Senjin. Well, that's interesting. I think she's not dead, but it's close. She can actually freeze the Twilight Drake, stop it from attacking. And I'm only getting her down to 6 damage, I guess. Is it worth it to keep on? Oh yeah, well now that this happened, definitely. No, I don't want to stop to kill her minions. I feel as though I'm behind. Let's make a Recruit. And I'm actually going to put the Recruit back in my hand. Just try to have as much power on the board as I can. She's amply demonstrated no Flame Strike, no Blizzard. She just needs to not top deck it one more time, and then I can win. This Taunt will clear the way for these minions to get through. Unless, of course, she plays her own Taunt. Because if she uses the Water Elemental to freeze this and plays a big Taunter, I don't have enough power to get past her Taunter. But we got to do the Outer Peacekeeping thing a lot with the Panda. Got to do it twice anyway. The Pandas were cool there. Yay! Okay, that was cool. So 4-0. I don't feel like this deck deserves to be 4-0, and I'm not just being humble. There have definitely been times where I was like, yeah, this deck's great. 4-0, baby, and then I go 4-3. I think this deck probably just caught some lucky breaks, some lucky opponents. 5,200. Oh, that's so sad. Used to be at 5,500. This is why I am hesitant to spend money on packs before I know for sure I can finish a complete set. Simply because, I mean, you only need like a little bad streak to just run down 1,000 gold all of a sudden. Alright, this actually is a hand I'll keep. Crazed Alchemist, not the greatest 2-drop in the world, but against the Druid it's better than the Recruit, which the Druid can kill for free. And really, Crazed Alchemist only goes wrong if your opponent plays a 3-2, because then if you play Crazed Alchemist, it turns it into a 2-3, and then it'll kill the Crazed Alchemist. Panda's good. So the question is, do I play it on turn 2 because it's stronger, or do I wait and try to see if I can Panda the Peacekeeper? Okay, well that settles it for me. This is exactly what I was talking about. You really can't play Crazed Alchemist here. It just will die to the ooze. Okay, the wolf gives me another option. Now I can play the wolf and trade the wolf in for the ooze. But you know, honestly, the odds of like this getting played, living, and then me having enough mana to play the panda and replay it are pretty small. Let's just play the panda down. So hopefully these two trade. Hopefully. If not, if he like claws or wraths it, I guess it's not the end of the world. Oh, that's really irritating. Damn it. Ah, he gets to kill my panda. Are you for real? Wow. Well, you know what? Whatever. I'll assume that someday people will learn to kill your minions. So I just got a 2-for-1 there because I killed a minion and a buff. And I gotta put a minion on the board. He gets the golem, which is a good card against the wolf. However, I can play Senjin, protect the wolf, and swing. He really should have killed my 3-2 there, no question. I'm not just saying that because I had the wolf in my hand. He should have killed the thing there because there's just too much at risk. Got to make sure you get your value when you're putting 2 eggs in one basket. I'd be pretty thrilled to see him shapeshift here. That's half his mana for nothing very great. Cold Light Oracle on turn 4? Am I dreaming? To borrow a phrase from earlier in today's draft when someone asked, is this real life? Wow, alright. Sure. You do that, I guess. You do that. So, what I think we need to do here is, use Crazed Alchemist. Yes. We're gonna Crazed Alchemist that. And then I can kill one of these guys. And then I can play Shattered Sun Cleric. And kill that. Swipe, okay, Starfall does kill everything I have. That's the one thing I didn't play around. But Swipe only kills 2 of the things I have. Does he have Starfall? No, he has a Druid of the Claw. That's fine. I really don't care about that at all. So now... Interesting. This... I could 2-for-1. Or I could just Peacekeep. Problem with Peacekeeping this is, like, it's kind of bad that, like, everything ends up being at 1 health. I'd actually rather just take a voluntary 2-for-1. And in fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take a voluntary 2-for-1 so that I'm not quite so vulnerable to Swipe. I got lucky that he didn't have Starfall. I don't want to push my luck. Oh, wait. First we attack. So the most likely... Let me actually play this correctly for like once in my life. The most likely thing to die is the Senjin. So I'm going to put the tiger over here so that if the Senjin dies, the tiger's... then there's still someone next to the wolf. As a few folks are pointing out, Fronomo and all that Chaz. Fronomo said he let a paladin keep creatures, and all that Chaz says, as you say, never let a paladin keep minions. Absolutely. Wow, Sylvanas is pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, man. You know what? Whatever, I'll just ignore her. Yeah, just gonna ignore her. Swing, 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 swing. I almost actually killed him. I didn't even count, but yeah. You know what? Oh my god, I could have actually... Could I have won that game? I could have won. Folks, I could have won right now. If I had attacked with my Senjin and my Shattered Sun Cleric and the wolf, and then played the panda to put the wolf back in my hand and replayed the wolf next to the tiger, I could have dealt an extra point of damage and I could have won on the spot. So I missed the win there. Always look for the win, kids. Always look for the win. Anyway, I really hope I win. I don't know what could possibly happen that would make me lose. I guess if he Starfalls, runs the Sylvanas into the Stranglethorn Tiger, they both die, and it steals the Ogre, and I don't have any direct damage, I guess then I could actually lose. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Boba says Blessed Champion would have been good there. Yep. Alright, so anyway, that's that. Sylvanas does not die against Senjin. So unless he moonfires it, it's over. Okay. Yay! Alright, that was a really easy win for 4-0, but my opponent played badly. You know, he had Sylvanas. Might just be that he was at 4-0 even though he's bad. because he has a legendary. Although I didn't see any swipes. I mean, it might be he just didn't draw them in that game. Or maybe he's not actually bad and he just made a misplay. Although, well, let me know if you disagree, but I think when you have a 3-2 and you put a Mark of the Wild on it, making it a 5-4, and your opponent has a 3-2 on the board, and you don't kill the 3-2, and you instead swing for 5 damage when your opponent is at full health, I think that's a bad play that very few good players would make. I think. Maybe I'm just being an elitist douche face, but it seems to me he was bad just from that one play. Alright, Blessed Champion. I'm really happy to see it in my opening hand because it means I can mulligan it and hopefully never see it again. We'll keep my 2 drops, and, well, I hope I can play Crazed Alchemist on turn 1. I hope it's not one of those weird situations where I can't play it. Because it would be nice to have it on the board so that then I can play Argent Protector on turn 2, buff it, and do some stuff. And it looks like that's what is indeed going to happen. All that Chaz notes, I actually could have killed by pandaing the Cleric as well on that last turn. I totally could have. That would have been even simpler than the Wolf. I just didn't look for the win, and that's why I took an extra turn to win. Always look for the win, kids. Alright, so this is actually fine. Normally I'm a little bit nervous about playing minions against Hunter, but, well, multi-shot's not for a little while. Okay, we're going to take a little risk. We're going to play the Wolf, actually, because that does sneak an extra point of damage through, and then I can still play this next turn to protect myself against multi-shot and Explosive Trap. Okay, so that is definitely Explosive Trap. Puts me in a bit of an awkward situation because I can do this to save one of my minions, but then the Argent Protector himself will die. So is that really worth it? That's not actually worth it, is it? No. So we're just going to trigger the Explosive Trap and play Raid Leader. See? It's always the best trap. So he got a 2-for-1 against me there and got to keep his life total pretty high. That's why Explosive Trap is a good card. This is a 2-2. The buff is unimpressive, but I can still buff this up next turn and maybe deal some damage. It's just if he plays something big like that, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Okay. Alright, what I'm going to do here is Hammer of Wrath this thing. I want to clear his board. And the card advantage is nice as well. Also, against a Hunter, having a thing at 1 health isn't the end of the world, unless he plays like frickin' Elven Archer or some dumb crap like that. We're actually doing fine, although it feels bad with that Explosive Trap. 6 cards to 6, soon to be 7. I've got a good play here. He's got a big dumb beast. It will kill my Raid Leader, but then I can kill it with my Tiger. Boba makes a great point in the chat. He says, I don't even think putting a Mark of the Wild on a 3-2 is good in the first place. I agree. You'd have to really be pressed for options. He's got a Deadly Shot, which is to be expected. That's fine. Let's hope he doesn't have a second one, and we can just play Stormwind Champion, which is, you know, not the greatest way to... Oh, wait, I can't play it. It's 7 mana. Whoops. Okay, we'll play Sen'jin and Protector, I guess. Although now with that Deadly Shot, he's really kind of come back in it. He's got 7 cards to my 6. This Avenging Wrath is going to have to be pretty good for me to catch it up. Of course, you could always have a handful of trash, and I play Stormwind Champion and win. That's a possibility. Yeah, if you're going to put a buff on a 3-2, I think the Mark of Nature is better, the +4 health and taunt one. Does he have a multi-shot here? No, he's a Stormpike Commando. That's okay. So Consecration's looking great. Yeah, it's looking good. Better than Stormwind Champion? Well, depends on what we draw. Blessing of Might. I don't like letting him keep minions, but I mean, really, a Stormwind Champion's pretty good. I'm actually gonna kill this. Now, the reason I'm killing that is because it's a beast, and that means that Kill Command is turned off and Hound Master is turned off in case you should happen to get those. Animal Companion turns Kill Command back on. Leok doesn't matter. Makes no difference, actually. That was probably the worst thing he could have flipped unless he has something great. This is just terrible. And is he going to Steady Shot? That would be cool. I'd like for him to play one more small minion so that Avenging Wrath is super good, but looks like I'll just have to content with a 2-for-1. Okay, he had 4 mana and Steady Shotted, so he just signaled he does not have a Deadly Shot. Obviously, he would have Deadly Shotted to kill a Stormwind Champion. Okay, well, it looks like what I'm going to do then is play Avenging Wrath to clear his board, hopefully. It's very likely to clear his board. Yep. And do I make a recruit or do I play Blessing of Might? I think Blessing of Might for 3 extra damage would be cute and all, but let's make a recruit. Let's not be too crazy here. Swing for 6. Okay, well, he's got a handful to deal with. I mean, he needs Deadly Shot soon, and it needs to hit the Stormwind Champion. Unleash the Hounds doesn't really work. I've got 8 damage. Ah, he can kill the recruit now. That's unfortunate. Luckily, though, I can then Hammer of Wrath to finish off the Rhino. Steady shotting. A lot of steady shotting here. Timberwolf. Huh. Consecration doesn't really work. It would have been better if I had a 1-1 on the field. Instead, I'm just going to Hammer of Wrath, I think. Get some card advantage up in here. Ah, okay. I will do True Silver Champion. This actually gains me a health. Killing that wolf. Puts a weapon in my hand, which might help me burn my opponent out. And, I'm threatening the kill with 4 damage here. Could I have won that turn? I might have been able. Well, I didn't know until I saw Hammer of Wrath. But let's see. Blessing of Might, swing for 9. He was at, what? He was at 16, 9, 9 plus 3. I might have been able to win that turn. I don't remember. Anyway, he loses now, so that's all good. He needed a Sunfree Protector or a Defender of Argus to give this taunt a chance. Okay, well that's good. That was a really solid win. Man, I still don't think this deck is like that amazing, but it has been pulling in easy wins. Easier wins than decks that I thought were way better. Like I thought the Druid deck and the Priest deck were both better than this one. We'll see. It's not too late for me to lose 3 in a row. But what am I at? Am I at 5-0 now? So at this point, I've made my prediction. That's cool. Now, yeah, I need to lose right quick so that my prediction's actually correct. I don't think you're allowed to say like 5-7 and then still claim that you made your prediction if you get above 7. Like, it's great that you won more games, but I don't think you get to claim any predictive prompts for that. Excuse me, I'm at 6-0. That's cool. Don't get here very often. Certainly not with Paladin. Paladin is actually my absolute worst class. Just, there's no denying it. It's just my worst class. We'll keep this hand. This is a fine hand. Wolf on turn 2 is not the greatest thing. Depending on what he plays, I might recruit on turn 2 and try to use the wolf. Shattered Sun Cleric. Ooh, okay. That's cool. So we've got a nice curve here. Hopefully he passes. I really hope he passes. That would be the best. I mean, I always hope they pass. No, he's not going to pass. Why? Because he's a douchebag. That's why. What's the name of this douchebag? Forest. Yeah, you're a douchebag, Forest. Wow, the Berserker actually is really annoying because now it actually inhibits my plays a lot. If I play the wolf, it just dies, and I don't have anything to show for it. Actually, I do. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do this. So he can kill my wolf. I will use my Peacekeeper then to Peacekeep this back down to be a 1-1, basically. I could have made a recruit for the same purpose, and this would have been a 1-2. I could have kept the wolf then. That might have been smarter to just make a recruit. That actually would have been a lot smarter. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and Peacekeep. This is a noble sacrifice, of course. That's unfortunate because it means that I can't kill this easily. But I might be able to consecrate depending on his play. Flush out noble sacrifice with the Peacekeeper, then consecrate. Hopefully he plays like a 3-2 of some sort.
I wonder.
That would be the best. What you got for me? Didn't even make a recruit. That's weird. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's flush out the noble sacrifice. It's not noble sacrifice. I see. It was actually redemption. Gotcha. And it's actually enraged. That deserves a well played. I see why I didn't make a recruit. I didn't want the recruit to die and eat up the redemption. I probably, if I had been a better player, I would have realized that's what was going on. Well, here what I'm going to do is make a pirate. I'm not going to hold out for True Silver Champion. Mathematically, it's not likely. We'll trade it for the Berserker. This Berserker has been a pain in my ass all game. I really shouldn't have wasted the wolf, though. I should have just played a recruit and had achieved the same effect. Silvermoon Guardian is annoying. I can't deal with it very easily. Without 2-for-1ing myself. Oh, there we go. Well, that'll do it. So we're going to give Divine Shield here. Gonna have these guys pop Divine Shields. Gonna play a Shattered Sun Cleric here, and now all of my minions trade with this Silvermoon Guardian. So I didn't go a card down, but I did have to contort myself to get maximum effect. Consecration would be pretty good. It would kill 2 of my minions. Luckily, it wouldn't kill the 3rd. True Silver Champion, Hammer of Wrath, both fine cards here. He's ahead on cards. Hammer of Wrath would be the best card for him, I think. Chillwind Yeti, also absolutely respectable. And he will just trade. So I can 2-for-1 to kill this Yeti, which is annoying. Crazed Alchemist. Oh my gosh. Well, here it is. If I'd kept my wolf, I could Crazed Alchemist this Yeti and the wolf would have allowed my minions to trade. So that one little misplay screws me up. As it is, Crazed Alchemisting this doesn't make any difference. So we're just going to play the Tiger. And since I don't want to 2-for-1 myself, I'm going to start hitting him for 6. It is risky. He could buff this up and make it even worse than it is already. But if he buffs it with Blessing of Kings, then Big Game Hunter for the rescue. For the rescue? To the rescue. There we go. He's got 7 cards to my 6. I mean, yeah, he's definitely fine on cards.
I wonder.
What is he thinking about? He is going to Hammer of Wrath for some card advantage. Presumably he's going to make a recruit and kill my Elder Peacekeeper. Yep. Okay. Well, let's see my card and then make a decision. Blessing of Might. I could Blessing of Might this Yeti and Big Game Hunter it. I think that's actually the best play. Because now I get to kill this recruit. And I'm actually... do I want to... Yeah, I'm actually going to play a Crazed Alchemist on this guy. Because I think a 4-5 is much better than a 5-4. It doesn't die to True Silver Champion. I think I need to preserve my minions to the best of my ability. He's got 7 cards to my 4, soon to be 5. I'm definitely behind on cards. And that is a problem. But I could top deck my way out of this, potentially. Man, he has taken no damage. Actually, I'd say that I am set to lose at the moment. Well, it doesn't matter what I did, because Humility was coming down the pike. And this doesn't quite deal enough damage. Oh, man, I wish I had a recruit. Then putting Blessing of Might would have been... This is frustrating. Oh, man, this is annoying.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, what we're going to do is this. And I'm going to just... do it this way. Consecration completely blows me out of the water, but I have to take that risk. Got to preserve every minion that I can. Well, could still be a Consecration. Golem and a Raptor. Okay, no Consecration. Great. Good times. Young Dragonhawk? What? Wow, well, if anything was going to make me win the game, it would be him doing this and lining up for my Consecration. I will not complain about this. So, Consecration? Then Creeper. I actually have a decent chance now. I mean, it's 3 cards to 4, which is way better than what it was a moment ago. Boba asks, why didn't you put the Might on the Alchemist rather than on the Tiger? Great question. Because by putting it on the Tiger, I was left with a minion on the board that had 4 power, rather than a minion that had 1 power. Like, basically, the Blessing of Might stays in play at the expense of some of the Tiger's health. And I figured that was worth taking a risk on, because I was really far behind there. Turns out it didn't probably matter very much. My opponent is actually coming back in it with a vengeance now. It's a good thing he wasn't doing this like 3 turns ago, or else I would have been screwed. So, can I win? I'm actually going to start checking for wins here. This is important. This is 7, 8, 11 damage. Man, that's tempting. I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm going to draw a card. Maybe Blessed Champion. Oh my gosh. Well, if I had hit him in the face, I would have won. Should have taken the chance, I guess. But anyway, this is still pretty close. It's just now, like, if he has a quality Consecration or something wacky, or like an Avenging Wrath, he could stop the beats. Tyrion Fordring! Okie dokie! Well, that just happened. Luckily, he cannot finish off this Fen Creeper, so that extra health is clutch. I might be able to just bust through Tyrion. I think I can. Yes, I definitely can. Oh my god. Oh, this is epic. This is epic times 1,000. I get to use the Big Game Hunter twice in one game. I was talking about the different... Oh, I wanted to do it! Oh, man. I was talking about the different cool things to do with Panda, like, you know, the Argent Protectors and the Aldor Peacekeepers. You never would think that you could panda a big game hunter to kill a Tyrion Fordring who does not normally have 7 power but only got buffed to 7 by a Sword of Justice. Isn't that great that like Tyrion, like the Paladin dude, like gets buffed by Sword of Justice, and that means he falls right into like a fucking like big game hunter? Oh my god, life is good sometimes. Okay, 7-0. That Paladin should have beaten me. I don't know what. I mean, he had that one fucked up turn where he like had like a Razorfin Hunter and like a young Dragonhawk. And he just had nothing to play. You know, if he had gotten Tyrion at like a 2 turns earlier, he would have crushed me. But whatever, I'm not going to take away credit for myself because whatever, I've gotten unlucky enough times. A little bit of luck is totally deserved. Blessed Champion, oh my god, that's going to sit in my hand all game. Like, I'm like the first player, but I'm going second because I just have a dead card. Is basically what happened here. I will go ahead and wait. You have to be very careful. I'm going to do the Panda, because if you do the Crazed Alchemist first, and then the Panda, the Crazed Alchemist goes back in your hand, that would be kind of pointless. I'm just trying to put out some early pressure here. Bloodsail Corsair. Wow, that is a thing for the ages. I'm actually going to go ahead and Crazed Alchemist my Panda. For cleave purposes, it makes no difference. But for other purposes, I'd like him to be a 2-2 rather than a 3-1. And of course, I regret that because this Grizzly would have died to my 3-1. That was silly. Well, shit. I will, I guess, use one of these Blessings of Might to kill that Grizzly off. That might have been a mistake. All that Chaz says, 7-0, what is this? Well, it's just if you play enough times, you'll eventually have a good run. You know, that's why when people are like, oh, you know, I like play so much, you know, I like had my last 3 runs all sucked. I mean, here today we saw me get like 3 craptacular runs in a row. But, you know, if you play enough, eventually it'll swing around. As long as you're, you know, somewhat decent, of course. Okay, so you can Fairy Dragon plus Axe to kill this engine, which is fine by me. Card-wise, I'm actually doing alright after that, still. Oh, geez, Ventricle Mercenary. Ah, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. In the extreme, actually. I'm gonna have to 2-for-1 myself to deal with that thing. Ah, no. Okay, good. I don't have to 2-for-1 myself too hard, because I've got Stranglethorn Tiger to the rescue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run in my Recruit, and next turn I'll trade the Tiger in for the Ventrico. Or I could go crazy. I could Blessing of Might my Tiger, bring it up to 8, and then swing for 16. Take him down to 6. Whatever. You know what? YOLO. If I got this Blessed Champion thing, I might as well just do it. And swing. So that means that me running the Recruit in here was actually a mistake. I should have hit him in the face, then he would be at 5 health. And, you know, that could actually make a big difference. So the Ventrico will trade itself off against my 16-5 Tiger. See what he's got for me here. I've got Ogre coming down the pike. Another Acolyte. That's not what he needs right now. He doesn't need cards. He needs Ward Presence. Okay, that is different. That is very different. Well, let's see. I'm actually going to fall very far behind on cards because, because he's going to get cards off those Acolytes. And is already ahead on cards. But he's at 6 health. So if I can get through these Acolytes and swing with my Ogre, I'll be fine. Argent Commander lets him kill my Boulder Fist Ogre, unfortunately. Luckily, he has to throw 2 other minions in it unless he has an Execute. He does not seem to have an Execute, so he's going to draw a card there, which is fine. Okay. And he's going to armor up. That Blessed Champion Gambit was probably not the right move. But, you know, when you're 7-0, that's when it's the right time to do these things. Wolf is a really good top deck. It means that the Fen Creeper kills the Acolyte if the Acolyte runs in for a card. He still has a very... I'd say that my opponent has the advantage at this point, given what I know about my cards. Alright, that is really, really bad, because now he can actually kill the Fen Creeper with just the Argent Commander, and then the Acolyte kills the Wolf and draws a card and still lives with taunt. So, and he also still has 8 mana. Wow, that was a really good abusive sergeant. Crap. Well, I need a consecration. I've got a couple of them here, and I need one to catch up on cards. Otherwise, I'm just totally screwed. Especially with that Fiery War Axe coming in. This is a 4-3. Not impressive. Lord of the Arena. All right. Sure. Let's be Lord of the Arena. Peacekeep. You can kill this with the Acolyte plus the Fiery War Axe, but that would be a little bit of a lot of damage. I mean, 10 minus 6. He probably doesn't want to do that. He doesn't know what I have. I wouldn't hit this in the face if I were him. Stormwind Champion. Oh, man. Well, anyway, I made a really dumb play that we all know is really dumb, and then it turned out to make me lose. That's fine. I could have kept one recruit around, and that might have made the difference. It's gonna... Cruel Taskmaster. You know, I would have put it on the Acolyte, although I guess he's being cautious keeping this taunt creature alive. I would have drawn him an extra 2 cards. Yeah. Okay, so we can probably concede now, unless I draw something amazing, and that's not it. Alright, well played, well played. I screwed up with the recruit, and I shouldn't have used Blessed Champion the way that I did. I should have just made him some minions. And there we go. I promise I'm not just trying to lose on purpose so I can make my prediction come true. Let's go ahead and see our next opponent. By the way, for anyone who's curious, this will be the last arena run of the day. I unfortunately don't have time for another one, and we're coming up to 4 o'clock Hearthstone time, which is about the longest they go. How many runs did I play? This is the 5th one. That's definitely the most of any of my streams so far. Alright. We're up against a mage. I was actually thinking, man, it's about time to be up against a mage. Although probably I think that every single time, and I only tell you about it when it actually happens. We get to mulligan Blessed Champion. Keep Consecration just in case I need it. I don't like to mulligan Mass Removal, unless I have a very good reason to do so. Up again. Oh, fuck you. Seriously? God damn it. Well, I can't make a recruit on turn 2, because mages can just kill it. So I will be playing the wolf. And this is an awful hand. Like, really awful. Awful beyond belief. Panda. Oh, thank God. Okay, this changes everything. So now the panda can at least kill the mana worm. She'll have to use Fire Blast and the mana worm to kill the panda. That's her whole turn gone, and we're in good shape. She has a Berserker, which is fine. Now that's interesting. So that is very interesting. Okay, we'll do that. So the Shattered Sun Cleric can kill the Mana Worm, and the Fire Blast can kill the Panda. She will spend her whole turn killing that Panda. Next turn's not too bad. I can actually make a recruit. And oh, no! Don't play more things! Ah, you bitch. Ironbeak Owl. What? Alright, well, I guess you just wanted to put the Mana Worm and have it get buffed. Whatever, fine. So here... I don't want to just lose my wolf. I am going to... Oh, wait. Consecration doesn't kill the Mana Worm. Damn it. Fuck. Okay, well, it sucks, but we're going to do it. We're going to kill the Mana Worm and... So, the good news is that nothing has happened, so I'm likely to be able to drop my Ogre at my convenience. The bad news is I'm going to lose the wolf to this Owl. So that ended up being a good play for my opponent. It buffed the Mana Worm so that my Shattered Sun Cleric couldn't kill it and survive, and then it also put something down that ended up killing my wolf. Please pass the turn. She passes the turn. I have nothing to do here, do I? God damn it, I have nothing to do. Fuck. Ah, so she passed the turn, giving me a huge opportunity, and I have nothing to do here because of stupid cards like Blessed Champion. Now, I'm not going to hold it against Avenging Wrath and Consecration, but... Yeah, that sucks. There's no question about it. Stormwind Champion. Well, I could Avenging Wrath, but I'm going to take this time to put the Ogre on the field. And I'm just going to do that. She can ping it off if she wants, I don't care. Hopefully we can play Stormwind Champion next turn. Cobra. That's annoying. I've only got big things. She's not going to kill my Ogre, though, so she's hoping that the Cobra can kill the Ogre. Interesting. Alright, what do we do here? I think what we do... I think what we do is play Avenging Wrath. Do I kill something with the ogre first? Yeah, I'm gonna kill this with the ogre first. Then we play Avenging Wrath. Hopefully the Cobra dies. That's the one thing I really want to see dead. Okay, it didn't die, but that's okay. So my recruit can kill it now. Blessing of Might will hang on to that. And pass the turn. So now the Silverhand Knight plus Fire Blast will kill the Boulder Fist Ogre. But I'm doing alright on cards. She has 5/5, and I'm going to have the first play after she... Well, she has the first play, I suppose. Oh, jeez. Well, I wish I had a recruit left over so I could Blessing of Might and kill it, but sadly that is not to be. Let's play Fen Creeper. Recruit. Pass turn.
Reporting for duty.
Crap. That Drake was really good for her. It came at the right moment. I needed a true silver champion here. Oh my god, she has 2 spell damage now. This is getting very dicey. Very dicey indeed. A Frostbolt plus Fire Blast will actually kill that. Arcane Explosion. What is she doing? Direwolf Alpha. The Direwolf Alpha makes no difference. Okay. Well, that's alright. So Consecration is alright here. Kills 2 of her minions. Can play the Tiger. Quite timely. Okay, I could do the Blessing of Might, Blessed Champion thing again, swing for 16. I don't know if that's actually correct. I think that's probably not correct. Fun as that would be. She's going to get another card, so she's slowly eking out card advantage. What I could do is I could hit the... Well... No, I can't do any wacky stuff with Blessed Champion. I just need to clear out her board. I want another Consecration. I do have another one in this deck. If I don't get it, I might actually lose just because of her having so many things. Okay. Can't kill her. 3, 5, 9. Plus 3 is 12. Yeah, it'd be too risky.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
Okay, what we'll do is we'll just minimize her power. Kill her most dangerous creature, because that can hit for 8 if she enrages it. She can finish this off, but if I can get my other Consecration, I'll be alright. No! Ah, damn it. Damn everything. Well, now I'm screwed. She can just kill off this Tiger, even leave the Stormwind Champion alive. Looks like she's going to kill it. Oh, man. That's no good. Oh, she can Fire Blast. That's right. Mages are fucking overpowered. How could I possibly forget? Now, the Gnomish Inventor kills that, and I don't really have any good way to kill that. Damn everything. I still can't kill her because I never dealt any damage to her. Oh, whoa. That's interesting. Why did she do that? She could have killed this. It was a bit conservative, I would say. Well, anyway, let's play the Drake before it gets terrible. Let's do this. Panda is actually extremely good right here because that makes a big difference. That makes a really big difference if the Stormwind Champion only hits for 1. And I'll hold on to that Blessing of Might for now. Let's see, I can get this up to 7, 14, 17, 20. Nope, I can't kill her. Even if she leaves everything alone. She's coning... Oh, that was just a bug. Okay, so she was actually Cone of Colding my team. Ah, Cone of Cold. So annoying. I could still potentially win this if I just would get Hammer of Wrath for the Bloodfen Raptor. Oh my god, well... Call him enough times, you'll eventually get him. Here we go. Argent Squire? Sure.
The light protects me.
I mean, I might as well just flood the board. There's really no reason not to.
Reporting for duty.
Still can't kill her with this combo. She's at too high of a life total. And she has 2 cards left. Please don't be Flame Strike. It's not Flame Strike. Well, I could get Big Game Hunter for this War Golem.
We must cleanse the
Big Game Hunter is what I need. That could bring me back into this game. Nope, not a chance. So now what I have to do... Let's see, can I win, actually? Let's see. Raid Leader makes this 5. Blessing of Might makes this 8. Blessed Champion makes this 16. 16 plus 4 is 20! No! Ah, fuck. Alright, alright. We're gonna have to do the Raid Leader. I should really think very carefully about this. I'm gonna kill this guy. Bring this back down to 7. Blessing of Might, and... Actually, do I even want to use Blessed Champion here? I don't think I do. Well, how am I ever going to use it if I don't use it here? Yeah, we'll just use it here, whatever. Do that, that, and we're going to end the turn. Okay, so this is actually alright. We're in a top deck war. She can't kill me with a single card. She can kill off my 9-1, but I still have a 5-1. So I'm ahead in the top deck war, I would say. Stampeding Kodo hits my raid leader, which is actually terrible because now we're back. That one card was the most perfect card for her because I can't kill the Kodo with my Drake. And I got nothing here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is swing at her face. Now you're wondering, Boris, why are you swinging at her face? I mean, this thing's going to die to Fire Blast. Yes, that's true, but I'd rather she have to Fire Blast this so I can keep my Recruit at least than just throw it away. My god, that Kodo was perfect. It was so perfect. Blizzard, really? Oh my god. Well, that resets the scales, so the Kodo will die to the Lord of the Arena someday, hopefully. In fact, right now. So she has a bit of a life advantage, but my life is high enough that one single card can't kill me, and I have the first play in our top deck war, so I have the advantage here, but it could still go either way. It's just a matter of card draws here. Argent Protector, not the greatest, but I'm actually going to play it. I think it's important to get her on the field, and it does stop her from using Fire Blast to kill my Recruit. Oh my god. Honest to God. Honest to freaking God. She's going to actually ping up the Divine Shield. That's good. That's preserving some of my health. What does she have here? Nothing. Thank you. Peacekeeper. Oh, that's tricky. So, could that be a Flame Strike that she's slow rolling because she didn't want to use it yet? I think it is. So this is a case where since I'm pretty sure that is a Flame Strike or a Blizzard, I'm not going to play this just yet. Cone of Cold. Oh, my lord. Fuck you. She's going to be cheeky. She's going to ping me. That would be a mistake. I think did she change her mind yet? It's the correct thing to ping that because you just can't take those types of risks. Ah, perfect. So we're going to do this. And I will now play this because Flame Strike's no good here anymore. So she can choke on this Flame Strike all she wants. I think I still have one more Panda in here, so I might be able to reuse either of these, actually. This is the card she just drew, and it is what?
One shot.
Elven Archer! Whatever. No, it was Defender of Argus. I guessed wrong. She did not have Flame Strike. She had Defender of Argus. Well, now I'm in the lead in this top deck war. I can kill this Elven Archer. Can I Crazed Alchemist something? Nope. I can also kill her Defender of... Actually, I don't need to kill the Defender of Argus. Screw that. We're going to hit her in the face. Make a Recruit.
Reporting for duty.
And, do that. Start trying to go for the kill here. Faceless Manipulator. Luckily, she doesn't get the Battle Cry. I can hit for 7, down to... Oh, she's gonna... You know what? I should have killed this. I'm sorry, folks. I should have killed this, because now she gets to kill my Crazed Alchemist. That was a big mistake. Well, luckily, Senjin's a pretty good draw. It does die to this thing, so do I hit her for 5? I'm gonna hit her for 5, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna hit her for 5. True Silver Champion at this point represents the win, and I still haven't drawn it yet, so it's gonna come up sooner or later. Mana Worm is a terrible top deck here, so she actually can't stop me from hitting her for 5 again, which is nice. Hammer of Wrath, if I still have another one, would kill her, and True Silver Champion kills her on the spot. Speaking of which, yay. Slight misplays in that game by me, but in this case it didn't matter, so hooray. Oh, good lord. That was a stressful game. But my prediction is officially wrong. I guess 5 to 7, and we're up to 8 with this Paladin deck. Good. Well, we'll be ending the arena on a high note no matter how this ends now. Always, with my worst class, getting this high is encouraging. It suggests I maybe am improving, but that is when I seem to have the most luck with Paladins is when I can get Pandas and Elder Peacekeepers and reuse them like that. Boba says, GG, thank you. That was indeed a good game. Very, very tight, tense game against that mage. Another mage? No, Paladin. Alright. I'll play a Paladin. Oh, this is very good. This is very good for clearing out recruits. I'm going to get back this Twilight Drake. This Twilight Drake has not been good for me. Especially when you're first. You have 2 fewer cards. And, oh, geez. Well, Alright, recruits, you're going to have to carry this army. Because the heavy hitters aren't coming up anytime soon in the slightest. Yikes. That is actually 2, 3, and 4 that I cannot play anything at the moment. So if my top decks are bad enough, I could just lose this. Nope, nope, we got the wolf. It's all good. Alright, wolf really just makes everything fine. Might even get lucky. If he coins out a 3-2 here, buff the squire, kill it. It will be a really great start to the game. All that jazz points out that I should have used the Alchemist on the Champion of Argus, making it a 3-2. And I think you're right. I was afraid of doing that because I was afraid that of getting hit, but I had enough life that it wasn't a big deal, and it would have meant the Defender of Argus would not have been able to kill the Alchemist. Okay, this is actually fine now, so now I'm only missing 1 turn, where I have to reinforce instead of doing something for real. And then I can do Hammer of Wrath. He doesn't have anything on his turn, that's great. So we will kill this thing off, make a recruit. Blessing of Might. I could get cheeky and buff the Sergeant Squire. I'm gonna do it, whatever. What's the point of playing with bad cards if you don't use them, right? Swing for 5. Obviously this is better when the Divine Shield is still on, but he's used his coin, so I know Consecration isn't coming. If this deals 10 damage to him, it was worth 2 cards. Plus it's already killed something, so I don't mind going down a card for him killing it. He makes a recruit. Man, he's got nothing here, it seems.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, that's a really good draw. It allows me to have my cake and eat it. I can kill the thing, do that, and swing for 7. Oh man, I messed up, folks. I'm sorry. I should have put the Divine Shield on this, just let my recruit die. The recruit's gonna die to Consecration anyway. That was a big mistake, because I'm losing this Argent Squire, and that's 5 damage I'm missing out on after he consecrates. Whoops! Well, that was definitely a mistake. Even if he doesn't have Consecration, that was definitely a mistake. But losing a recruit is definitely worth it to put a Divine Shield on your Argent Squire and preserve it. He doesn't have the Consecration, he has a Hammer of Wrath. So yeah, even then, the Divine Shield would have stopped this from happening. But this is an important piece of information. It tells me he does not have a, doesn't tell me he doesn't have Consecration. Now, had I put a Divine Shield on this, that would have survived. I could have Blessed Championed and, like, beat him, like almost beat him this turn. Not quite beat him, but almost. This is a real whoop down. All started with Argent Squire and the Wolf. So now, Hammer of Wrath could finish him off, or Blessed Champion on the Tiger could finish him off. Let's see what he's got for me here. He needs a taunt pretty desperately. Or at least Consecration. Actually, Consecration wouldn't work that well. I could just Blessed Champion, hit him for 10, he's at 1 health, Hammer of Wrath would kill him. The only way... Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, he'd have to have a healing thing. That's not going to do it, unfortunately, for my opponent, so we'll just keep it simple, keep it safe. Let's Blessed Champion here. Do a conga line into that Senjin. The Tiger leaks out of the woodwork. He concedes. Well played. Alright, that was good. Some really easy wins with this deck. And just like that, we're up to 9-1 with a chance to get to 10. Haven't broken to 10 in a long time. Really long time, actually. Even if I lose the next 2 games and settle for 9, that's still good. I want to get to 12 wins so that I can say that I got to 12 wins holding on to Blessed Champion and Crazed Alchemist and 2 Blessings of Might and other sorts of junk. That would be nice to be able to brag. Chaz says, may I just say, this run has been amazing with the top decks. Yep. Play enough cards, they're going to go both ways. They're going to go both ways. I'm kind of amazed I beat that mage. That seemed like it was going to be a loss for sure. Is my game crashed? Nope. It's there. Shaman. Haven't seen one of these in a while. Happy to see a Shaman, not because Shamans are bad, just because it's good class and I like playing against it. So this is a class against which I wouldn't play Alchemist on turn 2, because the Alchemist can be used to kill a totem, and I think that's valuable. In this case, it's a fortunate thing that it doesn't really matter. I can just coin a panda. But even if I didn't have another 2-drop, I would have totally held onto this Alchemist and saved it for a totem. So I'm not even sure, actually, I'm going to coin out this panda, to be honest. I'll have to think about it. Shamans have too many ways of killing a 2-toughness creature for me to want to put Blessing of Might on the panda. We'll see what he does. He does nothing? Okay, I'm going to pass on turn 1. I think it's worth it for the potential to either play this on turn 2 and the Shattered Sun Cleric on turn 3, or just to coin out a huge Twilight Drake on turn 3. You can get Earthshocked, you can get Hexed, but if he doesn't have those 2 cards, then it's pretty solid. It'll be pretty big. I don't know how big it'll be, actually. Let's see. It's, what? 4-7 now? 4-6? This should be like a 4-6, I think. Okay, so he makes a Taunt Totem. You know what? I don't even want to make that panda. Let's just use this now. Kill that Taunt Totem. Nullify his second turn. And depending on the situation, I can Shattered Sun Cleric, Coin Hammer, Coin Drake. Lots of good options. That's annoying. Well, that makes me wish I had played the panda instead, because then I could Shattered Sun Cleric and kill the panda. As it is, I can Coin Hammer of Wrath, but it's not good enough. I could Blessing of Might, but then this thing dies. I could Shattered Sun Cleric, Coin Blessing of Might, make this 6-3 and kill the Unbound Elemental then, but then it's at 1 health. Okay, we're going to do it this way. The Drake. So the idea here is he gets card advantage because he kills my Alchemist with this Unbound Elemental, but then I get it back by killing the Unbound Elemental with the Drake, hopefully. Hopefully. Hopefully no Earthshocks, please. He has a Hex. Well, he messed up a little bit. He should have attacked the Crazed Alchemist first. No, he's going to fork the Lightning. I don't know how I feel about that play. It's heavy overload, and it wasn't necessary. He could have just left me with the Frog. But, you know, if I'd played the Panda instead of the Alchemist, that would have been... Actually, no, there would have been a Taunt Totem in the way. Never mind. The Panda was not actually that good. Okay, he's going to Stormforge Dax it up here. I am starting to get in a little bit of trouble. Actually, I'll have to use Hammer of Wrath, unfortunately. And that will be my entire turn, unless I top deck Argent Squire off of the draw. Nope, got another Panda. Alright, well, he's got 5 out of 6. No Fire Elemental. 1 Hex gone. And I can play Boulder Fist Ogre. No! Yeah, fuck. I can't play Ogre now, because it'll die to this Cobra. Peacekeeper doesn't help. Okay, well, we're going to do the Panda here. Shattered Sun Cleric here. And just hope the Panda survives so I can kill the Cobra with the Panda and then play the Boulder Fist Ogre. Like a proper gentleman. If Consecration would have killed this Cobra, I would have totally done it. Totally done it. Does he have a Fire Elemental? That's the question, because the Fire Elemental will kill this Panda, and then the Cobra will still be alive. Rockbiter Weapon on the Totem to kill my Panda. Smart play. Dude, I still can't play Boulder Fist Ogre. There's still no way to kill this Cobra. Motherfucker. I've caught enough lucky breaks, I really guess I shouldn't complain too much. Avenging Wrath maybe would be nice. Raid Leader with a charge creature would have been nice. Ugh. Okay, whatever. Let's do some stupid junk. It doesn't matter that much. Okay, so this game, I am getting manhandled. I just was not in it at any point in the slightest, and it's continuing to be the case that I am not in it at any point in any way in the slightest. He is preserving this Cobra like he knows that it's really good. That 3 health on it is maddening. Consecration, not quite good enough, because this Questing Adventurer survives and the Cobra survives. Here's where I needed a Dalaran Mage. Alright, Choose of a Champion, motherfucking finally. So we're going to Consecrate. The reason I Consecrate first is that it kills the wolf, which means I take 1 less point of damage when I hit this Questing Adventure. And yes, the Questing Adventure is the more important target because it'll grow too big if I leave it alone. So I have to hope that I can kill the Cobra with the True Super Champion next turn and then finally play this motherfucking Ogre that I've been trying to play for like 5 turns. But lots of things can go wrong. Taunt. Well, there it is. Taunt can go wrong. Or the ooze, and he got the taunt. So this is bad. I need another consecration like right away. Not a chance. This doesn't work with the Divine Shield stuff because he can just pop the Divine Shield. He's got stuff to pop it with. But I'm just gonna put Blessing of Might on this thing anyway, because whatever. It's not getting used. Might as well have it kill whatever it hits. So this Cobra, he doesn't see it, but I suppose he's a good enough player that he might know it, is pretty much winning him the game single-handedly because it's stopping my Ogre from dropping. Fire Elemental drops now. I could probably concede here. Because I can't kill the Fen Creeper, the Ogre dies to the Cobra. And I mean, yeah, we'll draw a card and concede. And that'll be that. So good start with that Crazed Alchemist. Oh, well, I really should play this. Good start here, but the game quickly went out of control. So the Cobra kills us, but I mean the Ogre can only do so much. It is only one Ogre. So then he's got, by the time if this finally drops, you know, he's got enough things that he can deal with it. This Shaman, by the way, very good player. He played pretty much perfectly. Killed all my minions. Played the correct things in the correct order. Consecration is a little late, sadly, but I will play it. So it lets me clear everything off except for the Fire Elemental, and then I can finally play this over. What are the odds I can win from this point on? Well, if he's got 3 Alarma Bots and 1 Angry Chicken, I could still win this game. Because the Ogre doesn't die to the Fire Elemental, it survives with 1 health. And I am low. I mean, he's low. I mean, if I get like Blessed Champion, no. It's not going to happen. But whatever, it's a non-zero chance, so we'll stick it out for just a second. It's me in the face. Another Unbound Elemental. Totem. And another Hex. Yes, indeed. So that's what he was thinking about. Do I hit him or do I Hex? And he chose to hit me first. Fair choice. Okay, now we can go ahead and concede.
The victory.
Oh my god. Well, I've had enough good luck in this run that I don't mind 1 loss here. That is just fine. We will now get 1 more chance to make it above 9 wins. And I'm happy either way. So, let's see who our next worthy opponent is. I hope it's not a mage or a hunter. Horsebaker has said now twice in the chat, you should play more hero power. Perhaps. Perhaps. Horsebaker says 2 mana for 1 is a great trade. Well, kind of. I mean, the problem with making those 1/1s is that sometimes, if you have an other creature that you could have played, then the extra power from the other creature might be really relevant for board control. And if it is, if you end up keeping an opponent's minion alive instead of killing it, then you basically nullify the advantage that you would have gotten from making those extra recruits. Well, this is awkward. So Light Warden's a terrible card, but a Crazed Alchemist swaps it so that it will trade. And then the Argent Protector, I don't want to waste it. But I don't think it's right just to pass the turn here, either. So we will just go ahead and go for the trade. It's kind of unfortunate. The Crazed Alchemist is shooting itself in the foot here. But it still trades for his minion, and then that lets me not waste the Squire. Or sorry, the Protector. I think Horsebaker is trolling me because he says, you need to play hero powers in case you draw a Bloodlust or a Stormwind champion. Yes, well, Paladins don't have Bloodlust, so it'd be very difficult to play one of those. I'm not going to play around my opponent being a Shaman, playing Lorewalker Cho, and then playing Bloodlust. Boba says, I wonder if it's possible to get 2 of the same legendaries in the same arena draft. It is in fact possible to do that. Opponent plays Bluegill Warrior, so he's going to take care of business that way. Or not. He's just going to get cheeky. Okay, this is a good illustration of why like you just don't want to do this kind of thing. So he snuck 2 damage through, but the problem is now, you know, I get to put a buff on and then kill a creature for free when this should have already been dead. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess it's kind of flattering to know that, like, I'm a big enough deal that people want to troll my channel, but it's also kind of annoying. Horsebaker says, they do have Bloodlust, though. They added it to the hotfix today. I'm pretty certain there was no hotfix added today or any other day that gives Bloodlust to Paladins. Alright, so, Hammer of Wrath kills my raid leader. That's alright. Although it does give my opponent card advantage. Now, the Panther trades against the Alchemist, and my opponent cautiously chooses not to run in, hoping for a better trade for the Panther. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but unless you want to run into my Divine Shield, I don't really want to give you anything better. He could also be keeping this to put a Blessing of Kings on it, but that is proven to not be the case. He's still not attacking. Okay, well, let's think. I always want to use this Blessing of Might stupidly. You know what? I'm just going to Consecrate. What am I doing? Yeah, let's just Consecrate. He kills the Squire and the Panther. Lets the Alchemist kill the Silverhand Knight. I will put Blessing of Might on this. Paladins don't have Deadly Shot. And we're going to go ahead and swing my opponent's face. Horsebaker says they do have Bloodlust, though. Sorry, then he asks, did you read the patch notes? No, I have not read the patch notes. I guess Paladins could have gotten Bloodlust. I don't know. If anyone can confirm or deny Horsebaker's outrageous claim, please feel free. So now I am tempted to use the Panda on the Guardian to refresh its Divine Shield. But I think it's actually not as good as simply playing my Lord of the Arena. A little bit of a risk here that this could get, you know, Blessing of Kings and Divine Shielded, but I couldn't kill both minions anyway. And I don't want to pass up playing a 6-drop just to replay a 4-drop. Oh my god, well, I will have to confess, if Bloodlust has been given to Paladins, then I will have to apologize profusely to Horsebaker. But I haven't looked at the patch notes yet, so I cannot confirm this for myself at this time. Alright, he's gonna kill my, Biraze says, I can confirm it's outrageous enough. Might be a bug, though, but it is in there. Wow, that's crazy. Well, Horsebaker, I apologize. I thought you were trolling me, but apparently the real troll here is Blizzard putting Bloodlust to Paladins. That's very bizarre. Unless, of course, Biraze is, like, tag team trolling me. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna, like, look for trolls everywhere I go. We're gonna play Boulder Fist Ogre, and I will just kill off... Like, kill off the recruit? It'd be risky to keep it alive. Very risky. Bad things can happen. I'm just gonna kill it. I know it's the right decision, so we're just gonna get rid of that recruit. So, he's got 4 cards to my 4. He's got a weapon, though, but I have a 5/6. Boba says the patch notes haven't been changed since Sylvanas was changed. I know, it feels like it's been a long time since there have been any sort of patch notes of any kind. He hits me in the face with True Silver Champion. Interesting risk. It's not a risk I would have taken. I am going to play the Tiger. And I'm gonna, I guess, hit him in the face for 6. We will not play a Panda here.
Reporting for duty.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. Alright. I'm going to actually Google Hearthstone here. It's not April Fool's, so it's not that. Hearthstone Paladin Bloodlust. Okay. So that's bad. I really need a Divine Shield Granter, and I don't have one, unfortunately. So this Tiger might just have to bite into that Golem. Or that Ogre. Okay, what we'll do is, we'll do this. And I'm gonna replay the Tiger. Risky as that is. Don't want to lose it. And in case I do draw Blessed Frickin' Champion, I want to be able to have a shot at maybe getting the kill. Berets says, off to bed. See you guys. Have a nice evening. Take care. Thank you for coming today. He's going to clear out my board because he's a good player. He knows not to let Paladins keep creatures. Or at least he sort of does. I don't remember if this one has let me keep any creatures around. Makes a recruit. I need Consecration, like, real bad here. This is why you gotta take lots of Consecrations. It's just... Consecration or Avenging Wrath are desperately necessary. No! That's bad. Oh, that's real bad. So now I have to lose my Tiger to the Ogre. Consecration's not that good anymore. Pirate's not that good anymore. Fuck. Well, we'll play the biggest thing I've got. And we'll make it even bigger. Hopefully he has to make some multiple trades into it to kill it. Man, could I have done something different this game? It's possible. Feels like I had a pretty decent chance, but it kind of got away from me there. Choose of a Champion is not a friendly welcome sight. He can kill this easily enough with just a Recruit, Defender, and Choose of a Champion. Take 4 damage. Somewhat risky, but not that risky, and in fact it is what he's going to do. Oh dear. This is bad. So now I'm back to really desperately needing Consecration. Really desperately needing Consecration. Actually, with Consecration, I could win this game. He has a weapon in 1 card. Consecration would let me win it. Blessed Champion, no! I needed that another time. Fuck. Alright, we're going to do this, and this, and this. Just trying to delay the inevitable here. I do have 1 or 2 Consecrations in here. Can't remember if I've used one already. Avenging Wrath also would be solid, although there's starting to be so many minions that Avenging Wrath might actually whiff on some of them. And he can't play spells until this Pyromancer dies, otherwise his own recruits die. But he can use the Pyromancer just to kill the Corsair, and that's fine as well. No, he's going to use the weapon to kill the Red Corsair, taking 1 net point of damage. He's going to trade up the Pyromancer. Keep things clear. Smart, smart, smart. Still need Consecration here, and I might still win. Well, this survives Consecration, but still it would be helpful. Oh, another Truth of a Champion. Okay, well, this is it. Consecration, Avenging Wrath, or bust. Not this time, folks. 4, 5, 6, 10, 14. He doesn't exactly enough damage to kill me. Let's see if I can bamboozle him into not killing me by making an 8-2. He does have the kill. Exactly. He sees it. If he didn't see it, he would have used that to kill the Twilight Drake. Fuck. Well, it was a good run. 9 wins is fine, especially compared to the other runs. So we had 3 runs today. 1 win, 4 wins, 2 wins, 8 wins, 9 wins is what happened. And now, let's go ahead and take a look at our prize for 9 wins. By the way, if anyone can confirm that the Battle.net launcher does proclaim Paladins as having Bloodlust, please feel free. This is an insane prize. That's 270 gold. I don't know if I've ever seen that much for 9 wins since the patch. That is quite generous. Let's open up the pack. Even more generous would be a legendary. Nope. 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 A bunch of crap. Okay. Cool. And those were all duplicates, so let's disenchant them into dust. 18,600, clearing, or getting close to 19,000. And the sneak peek at the next arena will be... So this one's going up on YouTube. Rogue, Warrior, or Mage. I'll just pick the one I've played with the least. Which, well, let's take a look here. Paladin, 9 wins, 9 wins. Yeah, that was insane. 270. My other 9-win runs were all between 150 and 180, so that was extremely outlying. Rogue is 24 wins. Warrior is 26, and Mage is 23, actually. It's going to be Mage. Haven't done that in a while, but that's what it's going to be. All right, I'm going to turn off the stream now, but leave the chat open. And Boba confirms that there is nothing in the Battle.net launcher about Paladins getting Bloodlust. That was like the weirdest trolling I've ever been the victim to. So anyway, thanks everyone for coming. I'm going to stop the stream soon. I'll leave the chat open in case anyone wants to chat with me for the next few minutes. But otherwise, have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And thanks so much for your support. Please follow, like, and or subscribe, all that good stuff on your way out.